Camping can be magical, but how do you make sure that this magic doesn't turn into a disaster? By taking the right gear with you, especially a tent you can trust. And to help you out, we've made a list of some great tents that you can buy while staying on a budget. Let's get started. Before we get to the list though, let's talk about the types of tents out there and which one to pick based on your trip's route. And if you're a newbie, this is going to be really helpful. Tents come in all shapes and sizes, but to keep this list simple, we're going to talk about 4 basic types: A-frame tents, pyramid tents, hoop tents, and dome tents. An A-frame tent is, you guessed it, shaped like the letter A and, while compact, has limited space because of its setup. Pyramid tents also have a similar shape but are more spacious than A-shaped ones because of their spread. The best ones, however, are the dome and hoop tents because of their shape, setup, and even sizes. Now, if you're going camping solo, hiking uphill, or camping for a short amount of time, you may want to pick one of the A-shaped or pyramid tents to avoid carrying heavy supplies and basically passing out from exhaustion. But if you're going on a longer trip to rough terrains, a sturdy tent is your best friend, which is why dome or hoop tents are the way to go. Now that we've established the shape of the tents you should pick, let's talk about what they actually cost and which ones are the most popular in the market. First up, we have the renowned Mountain Smith Morrison II, which isn't just durable but also very affordable. It has a triangular dome shape with a 2-person layout. To add to that, it has 2 doors and a freestanding design. It comes with 35 square feet of interior space and a polyester body, including a footprint and a detachable roof. The tent is a solid budget buy at $179 and is also available in a 3-person model. Interested already? Wait up, you may want to watch our other finds before you make your decision. Next up, we have this very popular tent from REI that's been making rounds in camping circles for its durability, interior space, and quality. This tent is ideal for backpacking and has space enough for 2 people, which means you can take your dog camping without worrying about where they'd sleep. Apart from that, it stands up to 3-season weather without fail. It has about 38.1 square feet in floor area, and its peak height goes up to 42 inches, which is about 3.5 feet. So, okay, you may have to bend a little inside, but that doesn't take away from the quality of the tent, which is rated at an average of 4.2. That's a good deal in the world of camping if you ask us. The tent costs $229, which isn't a bad price at all for something of this quality. So if you're making notes from our list right now, we'd suggest you mark this one down as a possible choice. Then we have a highly specialized but very comfortable Sierra High Route. This is a 1-person tent that comes with a rain cover, is water resistant, and weighs just 0.8 kilograms. Being a single-person A-shaped tent, the interior space is a little cozy at 29.8 feet, but it's perfect for space and weight-conscious campers and hikers because it compresses to a slightly larger shape than a medium water bottle. Okay, that's definitely a pro for this one. Priced at $299.99, this tent can be an investment for you if you're used to camping alone. Next, we're going to talk about the Eureka Solitaire AL, a 1-person tent that's great for hiking trips. The Solitaire weighs slightly more than the Sierra, about 1 kilogram, which still isn't much and will endure almost all weather conditions aside from blizzards. But then again, you shouldn't really be hiking during a blizzard anyway. If you're a stargazer and are looking for a tent that's safe but won't obstruct your view of the night sky, this one's for you because of its mesh screen that also saves you from mosquitoes. Priced at $115, it definitely is a product worth considering. Now we've talked about quality and durability, and that's obviously important, but not everyone could buy a pricey tent for over $100. So for our more frugal campers, we have the Stoic Madrone 2, a tent that, only at $96, offers you all the amenities of a sturdy 2-person tent. Dome-shaped and double-walled, the Stoic Madrone is ideal for car camping and will handle pesky insects and light rain like no other. The tent has an interior space of 37.5 square feet and is a great find if you're looking for some casual camping gear for a fun trip with friends. Talk about camping with friends, let's move on to the bigger boys on the list. Say you're planning a bonfire with your friends under a starry sky. Which tent do you pick? Well, the Venture Forward cabin tent can be a good choice. First off, because it's pretty roomy with 81 square feet of floor space and a standing height of over 6 feet. Hey, that means you can invite your basketball player friends to the bonfire as well. The tent also boasts a watertight construction, which means you don't have to worry about dewy mornings or late night showers. And wait till you hear the price. It's available only for, wait for it, $88. That's a huge bargain, don't you think? But let's not be too hasty in picking the tent for your next glamping trip because we have another one on the list you may like better. So you know how camping isn't everyone's cup of tea? Like, there are people who try it out just for the sake of it. A lot of times, those first-time campers hate it because they aren't fully prepared for the challenges in the wild. And if you're planning a trip with such picky first-time campers to anything as moderate as a car trip or even a festival, this tent from Tuca is the one you should go for. Why? Because it's one of the most comfortable tents you'll find for your picky friends. Sure, it does weigh 14 pounds, so not the easiest to carry, but don't make it a deal breaker yet, because firstly, the tent is a bargain at $70, and secondly, it comes with great amenities like full ventilation, as little as 3-minute setup, and a porch area that can be great to hang out on while your friends prepare a barbecue out on the field. And now that we've reached the last of the list, let's take a detour back to a smaller tent that's definitely worth mentioning. Yes, it's the Stansport Cedar Creek, a tent or a camp set that's also called the First Time Camping Starter Pack. Why? Because just under $100, this set gives you not only the tent itself, but a camp chair and a sleeping bag all in one pack. Cool, right? And it's a great find for casual car campers who want to spend a night gazing at the stars. It's a pretty cool deal, especially for first-time campers who may not have all their amenities in place for the first trip. And now that we've exhausted our list of great tents, let's talk about the qualities you should be looking for in them before you go for a purchase. After all, we don't want you to be stuck in the wild cursing us for our recommendation. You should be able to pick one for yourself. So here goes. Before you pick your tent, you obviously need to consider the price point. If you're a first-time buyer who's not looking for anything heavy-duty, buying a $300 tent may not be worth it for you. Instead, you could go for the tents that cost less than $100 before you decide to commit to the wild entirely. But if you're a long-term camper who needs quality and sturdiness to protect them from the challenges of nature, the tents from REI, Mountainsmith, and Sierra should be your top 3. Of course, then you have the size of the tents along with their weight, floor space, and height. For a solo hike or trip, you may want to look at the single-person tents we talked about. But if you're going on a trip with friends, the Venture Forward tent is an obvious choice. We think it's obligatory for us to remind you to stock up not only on a good tent, but also on flashlights, food, clothes, and water before you head out. But don't forget that no matter where you go and whichever tent you pick, whether you're going solo or with friends, always remember to make the most of your trip. That's the only way you'll get to go on another. That's a wrap for this video. Which tent would you pick for your next trip? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.